For US President Barack Obama, 2011, the Abbottabad raid to kill Al Qaeda chief and 9/11 mastermind Osama Bin Laden was the high point of his first term, and in fact, it is one of the signature achievements of his 8-year presidency. So he has actually devoted almost an entire chapter on the Abbottabad raid from the time of planning to the execution, how he was informed by the CIA, how they tracked Osama bin Laden down. He mentions Osama bin Laden as being referred to in the meetings, in the White House briefings, as the pacer, because Osama bin Laden used to walk around his house in that compound used to take a long walk, and that's why they used to call him the pacer. So he then goes through the entire detail of the situation room and how he was killed and everything, and how he urged the sort of the intelligence community and the administration to not release a photograph of Osama bin Laden with bullets on him, because he didn't want to sort of give a handle to the recruiters in terrorist outfits to show that particular picture and recruit more operatives. He at that point he talks about Pakistan's involvement, and he says very candidly that it was an open secret that ISI had links with the Taliban and Al Qaeda. And I quote from his book, where he says, although Pakistan's government cooperated with us on a host of counterterrorism operations and provided a vital supply path for our forces in Afghanistan, it was an open secret that certain elements inside the country's military, and especially its intelligence services, maintained links to the Taliban and perhaps even Al Qaeda, sometimes using them as strategic assets to ensure that the Afghan government remained weak and unable to align itself with Pakistan's number one rival, India. So the fact that the Abbottabad compound was just a few miles from the Pakistan military's equivalent of West Point, which is the military academy, only heightened the possibility that anything we told the Pakistanis could end up tipping off our target. So he makes it very clear that for the Abbottabad raid, they did not have Pakistan police forces, Pakistan military, Pakistan counterterrorism operatives, Pakistan's ISI on board. And they kept them in the dark, and they went for the Abbottabad raid on their own without informing the Pakistan government. In fact, one of the things that he talks about, that after the successful raid killing bin Laden, he was pleasantly surprised to have a much less hostile phone conversation with Pakistan President Asif Ali Zardari. He says in his book, I expected my most difficult call to be with Pakistan's beleaguered president, Asif Ali Zardari, who would surely face a backlash at home over our violation of Pakistani sovereignty. When I reached him, however, he expressed congratulations and support. Whatever the fallout, he said, it's very good news. He showed genuine emotion, recalling how his wife, Benazir Bhutto, had been killed by extremists with reported ties to Al Qaeda. So that is the kind of conversation he had with Zardari, who was the Pakistan president. And unlike what he had expected, that it would be a very angry, hostile phone call. So that's what he's talked about the Abbottabad raid and Pakistan.